All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of great millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all that I can do and push this word, and all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Now, these wicked elites out here, okay, they're out here pushing these draconian laws, these wicked decrees, alright? And as Amos chapter 9, I think that's verse 9, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, right? So we know that there's a sifting process going on right now. But what do you think the elites are doing right now on their side? They're also sifting, okay? All those, vassals who cannot, who's cracking under pressure to the serfs, okay? Those who understand, they understand. All those people who are, all those vassals who are cracking, under pressure to the words of the serfs, they're being rooted out by the elites, okay? Because here it is, you get a so-called badge of honor to serve on the left-hand side, right? And here it is now, you're trying to appease with no trickery and no guile. You're trying to appease to the the serfs, okay? And to Esau Edom, that's a disrespect, okay? You gotta imagine it, because here it is, these wicked elites put these people in that position, right? And now they're bucking, right? So these elites right now, they're sifting as well. Who's gonna be there to basically, who will help to execute the wicked decrees, okay? That's why, I'm entitled this, the elites are sifting too, okay? So it goes into the elites are sifting too, to who will help execute his wicked decrees, right? Though they put them in that position of power, if they buck, they get sifted. Because we know Proverbs chapter 12, 12 and 10 tells you, a righteous man regard the life of his beasts, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, okay? So when these wicked are putting out these wicked decrees, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta take this, you gotta take that, right? Some of these people now are bucking, and they're saying, no, you know what, blah, 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 and they've been bucking before. So whether this is part of, the elites program to say, gas heavy, foot to the pedal, alright, let go off now, brake, alright, gas heavy, foot to the pedal, whether it's the elites controlling that motion, speaking of metaphors, whether it's the elites controlling that motion, which we know Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the one, behind all these things, meaning whatever he says goes out and accomplish that which he has said to do, right? So whether these elites are speeding up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down, and that comes in the same spirit of Pharaoh, right? Lighten up, listen, hardening heart. Lighten up, listen, hardening heart. Lighten up, listen, hardening heart, right? Whether it be so or not, right? That these elites doing so. You had people in the vassals section, if you have understanding, right? In the vassal section that say, no, man, We gotta stop this. We gotta, reopen up this and this, so and so and so, right? So the elites is saying, no, you follow my orders. You listen to me, okay? As a matter of fact, the next scripture that tell you what, and this is how you know they're in bed. Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? Okay? And we've seen that carrying out this whole time, right? But the main point is, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? What's it talking about? Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with the righteous? With the righteous and upright man? No, right? So if these wicked decrees are coming out from these, elites, and these vassals are not following it, they're going to get rooted out, okay? But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So you see these people, they don't want to lighten up on what they have, their agenda, let's say it like that. Because their agenda and their way of thinking is that what? Let me get the scripture. Psalms 49 and 11, you already know. Psalms 49 and 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places, Slakia, to all generations. They call their names, Slakia, they call their lands after their own names, right? So their mind setting is that, this is gonna, they want their way to continue on forever, right? Even with these Edomites nowadays, the Most High ain't coming back. This, what is, has been, and always will be, that type of mindset. And, in their mind, they're not thinking to say, yeah, let's read the scriptures and search these things diligent to see what's going to happen, right? Their mindset is there is no God. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1, right? The fool has said in his heart, there is no God, right? So, what else is in their mind for him? Or that what we build, we gotta secure it, we gotta make it last, we can do this, we can do that. Psalms chapter 12, Psalms chapter 94, okay, it tells you that, the thoughts of men are nothing but vanity, man. Yahweh knoweth the thoughts of men, they're nothing but vanity, man. Okay? Vain. So these elites now, going back to the topic at hand, if you up in that section and you don't want to push their wicked decrees, they're sifting you out. Okay? They're gonna, it's called two types of assassination. Assassination where you're dead, okay, or character assassination, meaning that, all of a sudden now they bring up pictures and these certain things and say, yeah, this guy was out there shooting this, or he was out there doing this with little girls, or he was out there doing this with little boys, or oh look, see, he's known for this, or he's known for that. Because why? When you join with this wicked force, these wicked elites, right, and you become in that vassal state, right, you're given power. Job chapter 9 and 24, you're given power from these wicked elites, right? And you can't enter into that unless you step on that left-hand side, right? These rappers talk about all the time, certain entertainers talk about it. Even Fat Joe said, there's a door that you gotta enter into. There's two doors, Norif, Fat Joe, all these different entertainers speak about it, okay? So we already know. So now when you enter in there and you do all the slime that they tell you to do, they can pick and choose from what slime they want to attack you with. Same thing what's happening with Joe Rogan right now. Okay? The sifting. Oh, you see on the podcast, he talking about, it first started to talk about medical misinformation on his podcast. Okay? Because Kenny Rogers or some individual, right, said I won't stand to be on this Spotify if Joe Rogan's still on here. And they addressed the point. They said Joe Rogan, well, certain people with medical misinformation and no vax, this, that, blah, 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 So, the bandwagon join on and say, yeah, we're going to join Kenny Rogers, get him off. But Spotify said, no, he's a big earner. He's bigger than you, and you combined. And what happened now? You see this thing about Joe Rogan. I have it on my phone there. 24 times using the N-word. 24 times, that's it? Esau Edom throughout this whole day. Who was that, Paul Mooney? He said, hey, every time I say nigga, my teeth get whiter. What do you think the Edomite think, man? Every time I say nigga, my skin get whiter. I get closer to God. You know how these Edomites think. But that was a whole setup, right? To push a certain thing, and we already know. So, like I said, you step against, you're given a vassal position, entertainers, governments, all of that stuff, man. They're given a vassal position, okay? They're over us. We're the serfs. And the lords, the elites, ruling all, right? But Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Daniel 4:17, set that all up. So, you stepping against them, guess what? Character assassination or actual assassination. And this is what they're doing with Rogan right now. A thing called a form of character assassination. And once you mingle and swime up with these people, they got all types of cards on you. So at any time now, or you stepping against your position that we put you, drop that position there where pigs and dogs were having fun with him. I ain't even gotta say, you already know what I'm talking about, okay? So when these people now tell you to mix up with that garbage, because that's what they at least deal with, eating shit and drinking piss and all types of nastiness, man. They're abomination, man. Okay? So when you don't execute those plans, those things what the elites set up for you, it's called character assassination, man. That's why we tell you 2/3, man. You gonna see in that day. You gonna see, man. You gonna realize, oh shit, that man that was out in the street, they weren't talking shit, man. Okay. 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, Salakia, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Okay? So you gotta have an understanding that, look, he's at least pushing a card. They're pushing an agenda. They're pushing something. Okay? And we've been warning you. We've been telling you. Okay? So you think these things right now, where they're saying, where these vassals are stepping up and say, we had enough. We had enough. The people say we had enough. You think, no, man, there's way more worse to come. Okay? Verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So, and same with a man and a woman when they get up in age. They don't have that strength, that vigor when they're like, 9 years old, 10 years old, 19, 20, you know? So much, the more, Salakia, so much, the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Yeah, because we in the last days and times, man. And these elites, these lords that be over us, right? Ruling us in wickedness, they ain't done with their agenda, man. So there's much more wicked things to come. And if you if you ain't down, right, they're gonna remove you either by assassination or character assassination and put somebody else in your stead who could fulfill who you know entitlement of this video. The elites are sifting to see, right, who will help execute his wicked decrees. Okay, to who will help execute these wicked degrees or decrees. Just because they put that motherfucker in there and did some spirit charming and all that shit, reading the spirits and knowing this and that, and doesn't mean that, Yahweh Shem Yahushai won't have it, in a certain part of that individual's career to change their mind, to change their heart, la'ab, right? And all of a sudden, the elites noticing them and say, wait, you ain't, boy, you're supposed to be in our school. You're supposed to be doing our homework. That's like vocab or somebody just dropping everything and say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, man. I believe. They'll be so pissed. They'll be mad. And then what you have? Character assassination or actual assassination, right? So much more wicked agendas are to be pushed out there. Okay? And you 2/3, you just, you're not watching these things, man. You're not filled with that understanding. Okay? You don't have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Sirach chapter 19 and verse 26. There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit. And that's what's happening right now, right? They'll all be in a patch. Yeah, man, it's, people are being taken out left, right, and center. Oh, man, this is, this is bad, man. This is, oh, man, pretending with you while you mourning your grandmother, your grandfather, your father, your brother, your mother, your sister, whoever, right? They're all pretending with you. But they're right there to push that fucking agenda, man. There's a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit. And that deceit comes from these, the vassals. Well, truthfully and truly, Yahweh Shem Yahushai has set one on the honor and one on to dishonor, right? But through those wicked decrees, we see these things happening, man. Verse 27, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. Okay, and this we already know with these things handed out, passing out. Here you go, take this, take that. All for the good of you. Hanging his head down sadly. Oh man. But hey, we got a solution. Here, take this. And that's some mischief, and you ain't even aware of it. Okay, and it's part of his sifting. You can't do it. Well, I'll find somebody else who can. Okay. Verse 28, and if for a want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. You can bank on it. Okay. You could bet your bottom dollar on it, man. But yet you people of the world, you just don't have that understanding, man. This man's pretending with you. You know, yeah, man. This is just, oh man, this is sad. You know, this is bad. But I got a solution. Take this. You know, and that's the opportunity that he finds to do evil to you. Okay, but yeah, you're not watching. Okay, but main point, who will help him to execute his wicked decrees? A wicked man just like himself. Okay, but he'll give him a rank, call him a government. You know, he'll give him a rank, call him a rapper. You know, an actor, a movie star. He'll give him a rank. The same thing that was offered to Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, Matthew chapter 4. Go read it. You know, I'll take you up. All this you can have, you know. Same thing happened with these individuals. Somebody came and knocking, and now all of a sudden they with the elites rocking, right? But we standing stiff and firm in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We ain't rocking with you. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? Right? No. Keep your shit, man. We don't need it. You know, what we got is sufficient enough. Okay? What's this here? 2nd Ezra 19 and 20. 2nd Ezra chapter 19, verse 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay, and we keep telling you these things are going to come more and more. A conundrum. You know, Pandora's box. Okay, Esau Edom's box of just wickedness. And you have, you know, when you go into First Maccabee, it tells you that many wicked men of Israel, right, went out to do what? Appease that king, appease his wicked decrees, man. And we're telling you, look, man, this man's going to continue to push this thing until he can't go no more. Okay? So all these wicked things that you're seeing right now, just prepare in the spirit to see 100 times worse, 1,000 times worse. Okay? And, you know, these vassals that be in that position, if they buck under pressure, best believe that these wicked elites will remove that one and put another in his stead. Okay? All them doing this searching out iniquity, right? Let me get that scripture real quick. You can't just join up, be revealed to certain secrets, and then they let you go. No. You gotta get that character assassination, or you gotta get the actual kibosh, man. Psalms chapter 64 and verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. All this, you know, wickedness that's ill times, all this ill times that's happening right now. They commune of laying snares privily, traps. They say, who shall see them? Right? And to the, you know, you ain't getting past that veil, like I said, unless you be entered in a certain way. Same thing what Yahweh Shai said. You can't climb up some other way. So the same thing with the elites. You can't just climb up and drop into fame, into their vassal positions. No. Okay? And onto the who shall see them. Okay, they think they're smart, but the Most High see their actions. And onto the serfs, they're not gonna pick up on it, right? At least to be you know, brought out by one of these vassals, right? They search out iniquities they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart slakia is deep. Okay. And going back to what I was saying, at least one of them drop a dime on one of them. Verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Right? And a lot of these vassals, right? Slakia, a lot of these vassals, they're falling onto the other side to listen to the people. To say, hey man, yeah, this ain't right. Break this up. Stop this. Okay. We found a study over here that says this is bullshit. Okay. They shall make their tongues to fall upon themselves, right? And going back into verse 5, you can't join up with them. They look, when you go to join up with them, you gotta do a lot of shit. Okay? You gotta do a lot of wickedness, okay? You can't just mix myself in there and get in there. No. This is a private club, as they would say, okay? They encourage themselves in an evil matter. And what's going on right now, like I said? They commune of laying snares privily, okay? These are all things that are handed out, these wicked decrees, these snares, these traps, these are handed out from the elites. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities, back to the elites again. Proverbs chapter 4 and 16, if I'm not mistaken. And Micah tells you that their sleep is taken away, man. And when the morning is light, Slakia, I butchered it. When the morning is light, they practice it because the power is in their hand, right? Slakia. You if you're a vassal, you're fucked. If you feeling some kind of way, you're getting all emotional, you're fucked, man. You joined up to the wrong group, man. But that's all subjected from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. So, all this shit that's happening right now, all these things that are happening right now, more wickedness, a ton more wickedness is to come down, man. And you ain't a vassal unless you have joined that club, as I would say, unless you entered into that left door. Okay. So hey, man, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all our Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I hope you're edified. Wa abad babad.